Here is the incident. A rounding bug in the interest calculation has been running for 6 months. Nobody noticed because it was small and consistent, and it was found by an accountant rather than an alert. Now think about what that costs you in a normal system. The wrong numbers were written into rows, and those rows have been read, reported on, and summed into other rows. You do not have the inputs anymore. You have the outputs. So fixing it means reconstructing 6 months of what should have happened from what is left in a spreadsheet at speed while somebody senior asks how confident you are. That project has a name in most companies, and the name is a bad quarter. In this system, that same incident is a Tuesday. The bug was in a projection, and a projection is derived, which means it was never the truth. It was only ever an opinion about the truth. So you fix the code, you delete the projection, and you rebuild it from the events. The events were always right because they recorded what happened rather than what your code concluded about it. 6 months of correct interest appears computed by the fixed code over inputs that never changed. You did not reconstruct anything. You did not estimate. You asked the same question again with a better answer, and the log did not care that it had been asked before. But there is a second kind of wrong, and it needs the opposite instinct. Sometimes the event itself is wrong. Somebody keyed a deposit as 5,000 instead of 500. And that event is not a bad opinion. It is a bad fact. And it is sitting in the log. The temptation is obvious, and you must refuse it. You do not edit the event. You do not delete it. You append a correction, a reversal, or an adjustment that references the original. Because what actually happened is that someone made a mistake at 2 p.m. and someone else fixed it at 4 p.m. and both of those are true. And a system that quietly makes the first one disappear is a system that lies to auditors. The messy version is the honest one. And this is where you get paid back for the whole series. An auditor asks, "Why is this balance 4,000? And prove it." In a normal system, that question starts a small project involving log archaeology and someone's memory. Here, you hand over the stream. Every event in order, each one stamped with who caused it and which request it came from. The balance is not evidence of anything. It is just the sum, and they can recompute it themselves. And the correction we appended a minute ago is right there, in sequence, showing the error and the fix and who made both. You are not defending your data. You are showing your work. And the difference between those two positions in a regulated conversation is enormous. And once you have replay, some genuinely new capabilities fall out that the business did not know to ask for. You can rebuild the read model as of any moment. So what did this account look like on the 3rd of March is a query rather than a research project. You can run a new version of a calculation over old events to see what it would have produced, which means you can test a pricing change against 3 years of real history instead of a hypothesis. And when someone reports a bug from last week, you replay the exact stream into the fixed code and watch it. Not a reproduction from a bug report, the actual sequence of things that actually happened to that actual customer. So that is the case for perfect audit, replay, fix the past, ask old questions new ways. It is genuinely powerful, and I've spent 7 episodes selling it to you. So the finale is going to do the opposite, because most systems that adopted this pattern should not have, and the honest reasons why are worth more to you than another success story. Next episode, when event sourcing is the wrong answer. See you there.